Hey guys, it's me, Rachel. So, this video I wanted to talk about something that's very common in Japan, and it's clubs. Like after school clubs and sports and everything, because they're a little bit different than the ones in America. And you'll understand why if you do come here, but the main reason why they're so different is I'd say the amount of dedication kind of. It's extremely different because the high school students here, they basically dedicate their whole entire high school lives to whatever club they're in, especially if you're in a sport. If you're in a sport, you're basically dedicating your whole entire life to it, like no tomorrow. So, depending on what school you go to and where you live in Japan, every school is a little bit different. The sports that you have and clubs that you have are very different. At my school, we don't have a girls' swim team, but we do have a girls' beach volleyball team. Beach volleyball isn't necessarily something that every school has. I've actually never heard of a school that has beach volleyball until I came here. And then I guess for a club to happen, you need to have more than 5 members, and some schools might have had a certain type of club but got closed down because not enough people joined it, or it really depends where you live. But what I mean by dedication is that you basically have the club. Well, okay, I'm going to be generally speaking about sports clubs. But by generally speaking about sports clubs, you basically have practice every single day, including Saturdays and Sundays. And then Saturdays and Sundays is a lot longer also. So on a regular school day, Monday through Friday, you have it from after school, which for me, our school gets out at 3:05, and then sports start at 3:30. And it continues on till 7 o'clock. I'm in kendo, and 7 o'clock, well, between 6:45 and 7 o'clock is the earliest time. And it has gone to close to 8 o'clock before. But Saturdays and Sundays, this is an exception for kendo and badminton, I think, and maybe tennis at my school. But those three get out. All sports teams start at 9, and we get out like between 12:30 and, well, for me, I've gotten out at 2:15 before. But other sports teams, like both girls and boys baseball, softball, band, actually, not a sport, but band, they all start at 9, like kendo does, but they go on till 6:30. And that's both Saturday and Sunday. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, when you don't have sports, you basically have to go to a meet. And that meet is basically overnight meet. So what I mean by that is, like in the US, in high school sports, you basically only had games on like school days, like Fridays or something. But outside of sports, I did soccer outside of school. We had meets on Saturdays and Sundays, but we didn't necessarily spend the night at like a hotel or anything like we do here. So here, you basically meet up with everyone early in the morning at a train station or something nearby at like 7 a.m. And then you all ride together, which ranges from at like a couple minutes to 5 hours. We've done 5-hour ones for kendo before. And then you basically get there, and then you go into your room, you drop all your stuff, you change or whatever, and then you go to that meet. And depending on if it's like a tournament or what, even if it's just a meet or like a regular tournament, you end up spending the night at like a hotel or something. It's not even a nice hotel. When I say hotel, don't think like really classy hotel. But you spend overnight, and then the next day you either continue on with the meet or whatever, or you go home early like the next day. But I've definitely never like spent the night that much when I did sports, unlike you do here. Now that I think about it, I have slept on a bus before for soccer. But mainly for like school sports and stuff and other sports, we basically try and get home that day. Like, there's the occasional where we do stay someplace, and that's always really fun, but basically everyone, like, gets home at 1 or 2 a.m. But yeah. So I have joined kendo on my exchange, and it's a lot of work. I've never done kendo before. The reason why I chose it was because, well, the main reason was I've never seen it in the US before. Apparently they do have it, but it's not that common. They have it in Hawaii. That's all I know. I don't know anywhere else. I mean, there's probably some other places. There's definitely some other places also, but I've never seen it, and I thought it was really cool looking, and yeah, that was kind of the main reason. But when I came to my school, they asked me if I wanted to do a sport, and I said yes, I want to do a sport because I love doing sports. I wanted to do either girls baseball, girls beach volleyball, or kendo. And the reason why out of those three, I really couldn't decide at first. I was kind of like I was kind of stuck on which three to take because they all sounded pretty cool. But when I was talking to my homeroom teacher, I was telling him how I wanted to do girls baseball kind of. And he was like, oh, we can let you try out and everything. Well, like, even if you try, you basically make the team no matter what. But he's like, oh, you can try it out for like a week and see if you like it. And I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, have you ever done girls baseball before? And I was like, no. I mean, I'm not the best at throwing, but I thought it'd be pretty fun. He's like, I don't know if you should do it then, because the girls baseball team here has won nationals 2 years in a row. And then after he told me that, I was like, oh, I don't think I should do girls baseball. And he's like, yeah. And then I told him about beach volleyball, and he's like, oh, the girls beach volleyball team almost won nationals last year. And I was like, I kind of suck at volleyball. Just wanted to try out beach volleyball. And Lord and behold, there's kendo. And the kendo team, in the beginning, I had some issues with my host family on going to kendo, but it's starting to all work out. But I really like kendo. I think it's fun. I wouldn't say it is fun, but like, I think it's the amount of dedication I have to put in, like the practice and the yelling and stuff. It's so different than everything else, all the other sports I've ever done. And I've done a lot of sports. I did soccer basically my whole entire life. I started when I was really, really young, like maybe before elementary school. And then I quit like mid through high school because I was just tired of it. I did track, I have done karate, I have done figure skating, I did swimming, except karate and figure skating didn't even last year. But swimming, I did that for like, I did it at the same time I did soccer. So it was like swimming practice, and then I'd leave 30 minutes earlier than everyone else and then go to soccer practice. And that was the same with like track and field. But I did both indoor and outdoor soccer, but yeah, it's really different than all my other sports, which is maybe the reason why I like it so much. The club members are super nice, and yeah. So that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. I'll post another video about some other stuff in Japan. If you want me to talk about anything else while I'm on exchange, or like what I've noticed about it, post it in the comments section below. Or you can message me or follow me on Instagram, which is thegreenjunjun. Or you can just look up Rachel Rivard. I'll be posting pictures and maybe videos on there too. And then you can follow my Instagram also, which is thegreenjunjun also. Bye, you guys.